Thank you guys for all the beautiful comments so far. I really appreciate it. Good vibes only. Yeah, let's jump into today's message. Let me know, you guys, if you're able to participate, if you can hear me okay. I have a very important message on something that you maybe didn't even realize you were doing a really good job of. So I'm going to tell you all about it. Okay? Because you keep coming up out of the manure. You keep coming up out of the mud. And you do it in so many different ways. I don't think you guys realize it all the time. So we're going to kind of talk about the elephant in the room when you guys are dealing with certain people, whether it's on social media or just people in general. However you guys are dealing with people, there were a couple that you looked up to. There were a couple that you had admired or even inspired you at one point along your journey. And then you started to realize that your light was sending them so much love and so much like high vibrational, just love and light, that they were feeding off of that. Then once they started to recognize it, I don't know if they diminished you or discarded you, or they just didn't want you doing better than them, or they didn't want to really acknowledge you because you were doing better than them, but you looked up to this person or you were inspired by them at one point in time. Now, for some of you guys, it's going to be a long time. For others of you, it's going to be a short time. Just put it wherever it fits for you. You will know right out of the gate if this is your message. If it's not, don't jam it up and make it fit, because there's plenty of others and we are all grown here. Okay, so there was someone that you were looking up to, and whether they were a mentor, a tarot reader, a high priestess, however you were inspired by them, you didn't really judge them, or you tried not to judge them. And you were really kind, and you were really sweet, and you were really supportive. And this person not only didn't appreciate it, they were feeding off of it. They might not have even realized that they were doing this at first, but you naturally breathe life into people, places, and things. And so when you're around certain people, now you're more aware of what you bring to the table. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You are more aware now of what you bring to the table. It doesn't matter how high up this person thinks they are. It does not matter how high up or powerful they think they are. Self-righteous they think they are. Superior or whatnot. Okay? Because you now know what you bring to the table. And now you're going to start seeing that you pulling back your energy, you airlifting yourself out of a relationship or situation or environment has brought this person back down to the freaking earth. How about that? How about that? If you guys are new here, I'm your bestie on the internet. I'm your favorite YouTuber. Duh. I am your spiritual advisor. I'm your cosmic cheerleader. I am your chicken noodle soup for the soul. So grab whatever you be smoking on, snacking on, sipping on, because I'm going in. So you guys, thank you for smashing the thumbs up button as you enter the live stream. Thank you for all of your beautiful comments. I love you guys so much. So I just want to say a quick hello. Hi, Alexis. Hi, John. Hi, Sal's. Hi, Fallout. Who else is in here? Empress. Courtney. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Miss Kitty Tarot. Hi, Lucky. What's up, guys? Hi, Star. Hi, Emily. I hope I said your name right. We got Dina, Intense, Wilbert, Lord Key. Hi, Lord Key. We got Crystal, Eat Your Words Tarot, Vox, Mika reads tarot. A lot of longtime supporters in the building. Just thank you guys for all of your love and support. I am so grateful. I am so, so grateful. So you guys could have had a very religious background. Of course, I swear when I go live, that's when the airplanes are like, let's go places. Okay, every time I go live, the airplanes are like out and about. I'm like, what? I swear I don't notice them either until I'm going live. Then I'm like, riddle me what? Excuse me, I'm talking. Anyways, you guys could have had a very religious background. You guys could have grown up with very religious parents, very strict, and now you're learning how to love fearlessly. You are learning the balance of giving and receiving. You are understanding what you bring to the table because you are the table. Let that marinate. You've gone from the dirt, the grime, the grit, the crevice of the earth to putting your demands on the table, and then you're like, F all that, I am the table. I am the table. So you guys are, you guys could really like Mott or Oshun, but you are stepping into your sovereignty. And before maybe you doubted it, you're like, I don't know if I'm of high honor. I don't know if I can break all these generational curses. I just don't know. But you disrupted the ground that they broke trying to swap destinies with you. Riddle me what? I haven't even had Red Bull, guys. Not yet, but I probably will. I probably will grab it here in a minute. But we have Oshun and Mott, and I feel like that's really strong for your guys' message. You are learning the art of giving and receiving. You are learning how to love fearlessly. And you embody this. Like, people might be acting like, oh my gosh, they're so intense. They're always doing the most. No, you know who you are now. You know who you are now. You got the whole world in your hands and the moon and the stars. And you are taking action in a very different way. You are taking action more fearlessly. The way that you maneuver is different. The way that you adorn yourself is different. The way that you speak is different. And your boundaries are what? Sky high. These people that you looked up to, you shut it down. Because devil energy was afoot. Okay? You shut it down. You could have liked this person or people because they were energetic. They seemed optimistic. They seemed like a natural leader. And then you started realizing that maybe there was some things that you didn't, that they just weren't self-aware or tone deaf or self-loathing, or there was a call that they were ignoring. You guys stay battle ready right now, and you're not ashamed of this crown on your head. You're not ashamed of this throne that you are approaching. You have a lot of confidence right now. A lot of confidence to accept yourself. A lot of confidence to be yourself. Which was maybe not always easy for you to do. I want you to affirm below if you guys are in the middle of reprogramming your subconscious, if you know what you want echoed back to you. Affirm below, I am remembering how powerful I am. I am remembering how powerful I am. I am the table. I am loving myself fearlessly. I am loving myself fearlessly. So who cares if they think you're extra, you're wearing too many hair clips, or you're bedazzled all over the place? Who cares if they think you wear too much jewelry, or if the colors are too bright or too vivid or too HD for their ass? Who cares? Who cares? So, I'm getting strongly that you guys had a religious background, or you could have had very strict parents. So you were always scapegoated or always looked at like the black sheep. And that could have been another reason why you related to this person. You were like, oh my gosh, they're the black sheep. I'm the black sheep. We had religious backgrounds. Oh my gosh, my parents were strict too. There were all these things that you had in common, all these like common denominators. And then you started to realize like, I don't know if they're in fact okay. I don't know if this is somebody that I should be listening to or being taught by or mentored by. And I love that what I'm picking up on is you weren't trying to do that from a judgmental space, like, oh, they don't know what they're doing, they need to sit down. It's more like you felt bad for them, you're giving them grace, but then you realized, okay, you realized as you're leading this rebellion, you realized as you are standing in your power, you're looking at your own personal belief, your own core values, and you're standing on that, that some of these people that you looked up to or were once inspired by are not doing the same. These people were high. They were riding a 10, as I would call it, okay? They were riding a 10. They were like, oh my gosh, this person likes me. I'm so freaking cool. Like, they literally thought that because you at the time were not realizing your sovereignty, your Oshun energy, your Mot energy. You were not realizing the confidence and the power that you held. So they were really feeling themselves, okay? All of them. All the people that you were looking up to, they were like, oh, they be commenting on my shit. They like me. Oh my gosh. They really were feeling themselves. But riddle me what? All the ground that they thought they were breaking, being able to keep you here, being able to keep you right down here, that ain't happening because you have retracted your energy. Affirm it below. Energy retracted. Energy retracted. Now, you might have forgotten about these people for a week or two, or a month or two, or even a year or two. I'm going to say that again. You guys could have forgot about them for a week or two, a month or two, or a year or two, and you just might have peeped what they have been up to, and they ain't doing so great. They ain't doing so great because you retracted your energy and you didn't even realize how powerful that was. It's like pulling the cord. Drop your cords down below, okay? You guys rip that shit out. You're like unplugged, okay? Unplugged. You're not about to get all this energy and all this good for me. My goodies. My goodies. Yes, my goodies. They weren't even appreciating it. They had you all zapped and feeling bad, like, well, am I not supposed to like them? Am I not supposed to encourage them? Am I not supposed to support them? I don't really feel like they like me. I don't understand. This person could definitely be a narcissist. Thank you guys. Yes, unplugged, energy retracted. Capiche? You're like, I was giving them this love, this light. I was being supportive. I was gifting them things. And now you were seeing that there wasn't a proper balance. Things were not properly reciprocated. And it's their loss. They could have had an ally in you. They could have had a friend in you. These people, they came out of the gates hot and they could have learned so much from you. You were more experienced, but you were more humble. And they could have learned a thing or two about the attacks that they would deal with, the trolling that they would deal with, the bullying that they would deal with. Or it could have been other things that you knew about that you could have helped them with, and they weren't really receptive to that. Because there would have been a proper exchange. If they were the right person, there would have been a proper exchange of, oh my gosh, this is what I know and I can help you. This is what I know and I can help you. And instead, they became extremely threatened by your presence. So they wanted to make you feel like a groupie or a minion. Like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. I love that bracelet. Oh wait, you can't sit with us. And now, as you're looking back, you're like, oh, they're not doing so great. Really think about that. When you pull the plug, you stunt their growth. When you pull the plug, they can't really be getting your energy like that because you are not engaging with them. You are not engaging with them. Think about, this might not be the best example, but think about if you wanted to record an album and you know that everybody at this studio is dusty. You know, everybody at this, in this industry is on some other type of whatever. But you guys are trying to get something done. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I remember now. I was like, wait, where was I going with that? I'm so ADHD. So say you guys were like, I'm gonna record this album, it's gonna be great, da 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 da. But there's all of these little hyenas in the mix, okay? There's these hyenas knocking on your door, like, remember when you complimented me the other day and you said that you liked this song and da 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 da, blah 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 blah. And you're like, oh yeah, but you know that there's some things you want to do on your own. You don't need too many cooks in the kitchen. And this is like you saying, you know what? I might not make music at this studio. I might do this somewhere else. And these people were not expecting you to leave the studio. They weren't expecting you to get out of the booth and remove yourself from the equation. That's what I mean. You retracted your energy. And people don't do that every day. Really think about that. If you got a deal to have an opportunity, say you haven't signed anything yet, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go do this job. I'm going to do this thing that makes me happy. And then all of these people that you once looked up to are coming in and they're like, let me help you, da da da, blah, blah, blah. And it's just no, 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 no. These people are extremely threatened by you, so they want to be hands-on in how they sabotage you. And if you are around, like you're this light in the studio, and everybody that wants to knock on the door or come through the door is like, that light, that light, that light, I need some of that light. They came to feed. They came to swap destinies with you. But you took action. And this is why you're always the villain. This is why you're always the scapegoat, because you said, no, I'm not about that life. I'm good. I'm going to excuse myself. No need to fear. Okay, there's some situations that you've been in where you're like, it would have been so cool to collaborate with them. It would have been so cool for that person to be my business partner. It would have been so cool to be in a relationship with that person. But you could tell by the way that some of these people were passive aggressive with you that it wasn't going to work out. You knew that they felt that there is some type of scarcity. There's not enough to go around. So like, kind of, why are you here and why are you shining so bright? Let me teach you the ways. Trying to dumb you down, trying to make you feel stupid, trying to undermine your craft, trying to undermine what you do. So they were feeding off of your energy in many different ways. They were doing this by trying to tell you how to do your job, trying to be like you, trying to be better than you, trying to embarrass you in front of other people, and trying to discredit and diminish you, and also being very stoic and dismissive, but also being very narcissistic and passive aggressive with you. You guys were getting it from all ends because you are stepping into that light. You are stepping into your power. You are realizing who you are and what your purpose is. The wisdom that they tried to give you was heavy. That was like one of your red flags. Really think about that. Oh, you got to do this, and you're going to have to talk to this person. And, you know, if you want this record deal, you're going to have to do this, this, and that. And that wisdom, those cheat codes felt heavy to you. And there was anger and bitterness and resentment that came with it. So you're like, okay, no, I'm not doing that. Your wisdom that is going to be felt by thousands, if not millions, is supposed to be light as a feather, because you are empowering people. Your cheat codes hit different. Okay, your cheat codes hit different. And they're trying to tell you, oh, if you're going to make it, you're going to have to do this and this and that. And you're like, you got me all the way effed up. You got me all the way effed up. So you will make it through this. You're shining bright like a candle, shining bright like a diamond. You will make it through this. But you could be a little bit discouraged. Like, well, that didn't go according to plan. I thought that person was going to be a bestie or a friend or a mentor or a teacher. And now I'm just here kind of by myself. But that's not for no reason. These people were never going to let you thrive. Not in their vicinity. And now you are, like Little Red Riding Hood, you are stepping into your power. Like, I'm not the victim. I am not the victim. And because you guys have been removing yourself from people like this that aren't going to let you shine, they're not going to let you beam, they're not going to let you breathe, they're always going to make you feel bad, you are attracting wonderful news. Dragonflies, Little Red Riding Hood, the mermaids, owls could be very synchronistic or important to you. We have soul satisfaction. Do what makes you feel good. What they were going to unleash on you and burden you with was not going to make you feel good. It was going to make you feel guilt and shame and them projecting their broken home, their lack of stability, their loss of family, their greed, their loss, their defeat, their failure. And they thought because you maybe were starstruck or excited or inspired by them that they could use you as a pawn. And as you are coming out of this, and as you've been healing from this, you are attracting wonderful news. You are honoring your uniqueness, and you are doing what makes you feel good. Whatever makes you feel light as a feather. Being in that full energy. Because they were just going to put brick after brick after brick after brick in your backpack. And we don't need that. We don't need that. So you are learning that you are safe to feel safe. I am safe to feel safe. You are learning that you can achieve great things without these people. And it's not a competition to you, but you are looking back like, oh, I haven't thought about them in a while. And you're seeing that they're not doing great. Which tells you something. It tells you something about what maybe their intentions were. I think for each and every one of you, it's going to be a little bit different on what it shows you. But it's definitely going to show you something. Like, oh, well, as soon as I pulled back, things started going left. So sometimes we don't realize that we have this mighty shield and we help shield others from their karma, from their justice, feeding into them and giving them love and light and being supportive and encouraging. You are using your mighty shield for yourself. Yes, in fact, learning how to be a little bit selfish. I will show you whom to trust. The divine, the universe, your angels, and your ancestors are showing you. Let us show you who to trust. It's going to be in places that you least expect, especially since you just removed all of these people. So you haven't really been thinking about them. I do feel like you were disappointed at first, but I feel like you guys got over it very quickly. Because this is something that you've been learning to do. This is something that you've been practicing. So you might have felt like, okay, well, I'm getting a bad vibe. I'm getting a bad feeling. I feel like when I'm dealing with them now, it's heavy. It's just this chain or this ball that's like dragging me down. So I'm going to remove myself from the equation. And then you immediately feel lighter and you are immediately blessed. Every time. Every freaking time. But, of course, you were like, well, that freaking sucks. I was so excited about that person, but whatever. But you got over it so quickly. In the last couple of months, bestie, the things that used to affect you a couple of years ago when this type of thing would happen, it would bother you for a while. It would make you mad. It would make you upset. Like, well, why am I not good enough to be their friend? Why am I not good enough to be acknowledged? And now you're like, I pity the fool. No pun intended. Okay, I pity the fool because I know I am the table. Hi, Kyrie. Hi, 412. Hi, Dominique. Hi, guys. Hi, Jacqueline. So you are being shown who you can trust. But you are no longer sad. Oh my gosh, confirmation. Endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. You guys don't do this anymore. This unending sadness or looking back, you don't do this anymore. But for some reason, you've been prompted to look back recently, and it was very brief. Your cutoff game is ferocious. You're like, I'm taking care of me. Very sad for them. But I'm glad I got out of that. I'm glad I removed myself. I'm glad I unplugged. I'm glad I disengaged, because they would have been breaking major ground in swapping destinies with you. And you shut it down. You didn't look bad. You didn't look back. You didn't feel bad like you normally would. Because now you know what time it is. You are choosing who you will become. You're like, they look real angry. They look real upset. These people to you are maybe supposed to be very intuitive, and what it's showing you is that they're very like tone deaf, or they can't even read the room properly anymore. You are starting to see that they cannot even read the room properly. Like, you're like, how do they not see that they're coming off real angry? How do they not see that they're coming off really mad or passive aggressive or very demeaning? How do they not understand that? So you've removed anything that makes you feel uncertain. You have removed anybody that makes you feel uncertain. You block with the quickness. Maybe at one point in life you would hesitate to block somebody. You would stew on it. And now you're like, remove, 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 remove. Because there is too much. It's like all of this dust is like attracted to you. It wants to cling on to you. Being so electric and so magnetic. You are like, it's like Swiffer energy. Everything wants to cling to you, and you are constantly going to have to be like, I don't freaking think so. I do not think so. So you are quick to cut a Dusty off. You are quick to cut a Becky off. You are quick to cut a Bobby off. Okay, if you're new here, the Beckys and the Bobbies are, the Dusties, the opportunists, the fuckboys. It's just a nicer way of saying it. And you are going to honor what makes you you. You don't need their validation. Maybe at one point you thought you did, like, oh, it would be so cool if they acknowledged me, or it would be so cool if they collaborated with me, or it would be so cool if, like, they used my art or let me edit for them, or just any type of support system. You thought at one point in time that would be really cool. But now you're on to your own stuff. You're on to your own magical life. You can't be bothered. You are seeing that the energy that you gave to some of these people, now you're over here like, I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to do that for me. I don't care who likes it. I'm going to stop and smell the roses. Affirm it below. I am stopping to smell the roses. You are nothing short of galactic. You're kind of a big deal. They see that now. These people see that now. Oh, I thought I was so close to getting them to be my minion. I thought I was so close. They're going to treat you like a gopher, treat you like a secretary. I don't freaking think so. You are stopping to smell the roses. And it is shifting. You guys are shape shifting. You are shifting your DNA. There is greatness in your DNA. These people were very tempted to feast on your energy. They were very tempted in, yeah, come closer to me. They really wanted to see what you were about because you inspired them. But they were very competitive with you. So they wanted to get all the optics of how you smell, how you attract, how you manifest, how you pray, how you speak, the verbiage that you use, the tone that you use, the music that you listen to. They wanted to know your, it's like the Krabby Patty formula. Like they wanted that, like plankton. They're always going to fail because you are the test. You are being vindicated. You are the test, the bait, and the trap. So as they thought that they were conning you, as they thought that they were tempting you, they did not realize that you are the Venus flytrap. You are the Venus flytrap. So you are slowing down to celebrate this energy that you are in. You are slowing down to celebrate this feast, this party. You standing up for yourself. You clearing the cobwebs and getting this dust out of your vicinity. And now everything in life tastes sweeter. You ever realize that when you get rid of people? How light you feel? How different things in your life just feel better? The beauty. You start to see yourself differently again because you don't have these people's words in your ear. And they I don't know if they do this on purpose, but they'll try to use like buzzwords. And those buzzwords will be stuck in your head and make you feel like less than. And you are being honest with yourself that you are more than capable, that you are powerful, that you are a natural beauty, and that you have limitless potential. So again, since you guys have been letting these people go, and this has been for months now, or even all year, you guys have been letting people go left and right. People that you really cared about, people that you had long-standing relationships with, and then people that you just met. But everywhere you turned, you're like, nope, that's a no. That's a no. And I told you guys all year long, if it is your yes season where you say yes to things that you want to do, things that are for your highest good, it's going to be your no season for everybody else. I'm going to say that again. If it is your yes season where you're going to surrender to what is for your highest good, it's going to be a no for everybody else, and they're not going to like it. They're not going to like it. I'm hearing the gloves are off. You guys are the spiritual knockout. You are a galactic knockout. You are not of this world. So it's very easy for us to trip or, want a support system or want some encouragement, but you're starting to see with people that it doesn't last long. These people cannot hold up the facade. They cannot hold up the mask for a long period of time. These people are reckless. They are uncertain. They are possessive. They are controlling. They are hoarding. They're not for you. This is what you guys have realized. They are not for you. They were trying to bring all types of chaos into your life, the chaos agents, and you're going to stay calm. You are no longer around people that make you feel wound up. You are no longer around people that make you feel anxiety. That is not for no reason. So when we are around people and we don't feel confident or we don't feel sure of ourselves or we're second guessing ourselves, that is because these people feel some type of way about us. You ever go to a public setting or a public place or a family function and you feel like weird, you feel uncomfortable? It's because nobody there is trying to make you feel comfortable, or nobody there is actually making you feel welcome. Sorry, I have like this hair sticking out. There we go. Nobody there is making you feel welcome, because if you felt welcomed, you would feel comfortable to be yourself. And now that you guys have stood up for yourself, now they're really mad. Okay, so this could have been at your job. You always felt uncertain or uncomfortable around these people, and then they tried to maybe control you or micromanage you or bully you. So you stood up for yourself because you were not backing down, and they didn't like that. So now they're like, well, let me put the mask back on, but I'm watching them. And you know that they're watching. You know that they're trying to monitor you, but you are not going to stop standing up for yourself. You are not going to stop being a light and being this presence. So this is what you are currently mastering, is disengaging, unplugging your light from anybody this is like people trying to steal your power. Okay, could you imagine? You're like minding your business and people are like trying to connect their things to your home. It's the same thing. So you guys are starting to see, oh my gosh, etheric cords at the bottom of the deck. You are cutting cords like never before. Like never before. And these people are leaving a mess. I mean, they're going out screaming. This is like the Wicked Witch melting. Like they just start melting. Like they start freaking out. They start bumping into things and stumbling and bumbling over their words. So again, you guys gave these people confidence. So when you were around them, you were very encouraging and supportive, and you still wish them well. Like you're not hating, you're not mad or resentful. There might be one or two that you knew for a longer period of time that are not sorry or have not apologized to you, so you might feel some type of way about that. Let me be very clear. But for the most part, you guys are learning how to treat yourself. You are learning that the world awaits you, that you're learning that you can manifest your every wish and desire, even though they told you that you couldn't. These people that you unplugged and disengaged from, they wanted to make you feel like that's going to be limited. That's going to be restricted. You can't be doing all of that. And that's when you knew, light bulb, oh, they want to limit me. They're telling me I need to be restricted. And where is that? How is that familiar to you? It's a new day and it's a new age, and you grew up that way where you had to limit or restrict the fun or the things that you were able to do, but you're not doing that anymore. You are not doing that anymore. You could have had very religious parents that were like, no, you can't date, you can't wear makeup, you can't go out, you can't do nothing. So you learned about limitations and restriction and mind control and abuse and power. You learned this from a very early age. So now you're going to start applying this to your day-to-day. They want to make me stuck, stifled, stagnant, and I'm a star. I control this narrative. I control this narrative. I rewrite this narrative anytime I see fit. So affirm it below. I control this narrative. I rewrite this narrative anytime I see fit. These people wanted to be the puppet master. And it just started wreaking havoc on your soul. So you're taking control. You are taking control. And you're also treating your body differently. I've been getting this all week for you guys, that you are starting to treat your body like a palace. In the past, you could have been very negative with your image or your body or certain things about yourself. And these are things that you're working through. A lot of the reason that you're able to focus on this and do this now is because you have tuned out a lot of the noise. Okay, you guys have tuned out the salt. You have tuned out the dust. The must, the dust, and the salt. Okay, so affirm it below. I am tuning out. Sorry, that was really loud. I am tuning out the dust, the must, and the salt. We are done. We deserve sugar. We do not deserve salt. So we are tuning it out and we are cutting it off. Take the dust, the must, and the salt all up out of here. It's only going to create mold. Okay? It's only going to create mold. You are making the change that a lot of people would not make. You have this confidence growing within you, like no one's pulling the strings. No one's going to tempt me or con me into some type of uncertainty. No one's going to make me feel like there's all these things that I got to do to be accepted. You're like, I accept myself. The divine accepts me. God accepts me. So I don't really care about your opinion. Okay? You are also learning that you guys are more than the triple threat. Maybe you always felt like, oh, I'm a terrible singer. I shouldn't sing. I am a terrible public speaker. I shouldn't speak. No. Stand on the fact that you can and you will. I be singing all the time. Nobody told me that I'm freaking Mariah Carey, but I be singing. Okay? But I be singing. So you guys are learning to be more brave with stepping outside of the box, with moving outside of your comfort zone. And you're going to be rewarded for this. Sometimes you're not even going to have to follow through with things that terrify you just because you step towards it. You're like, I'm going to step towards it because I need to try. And then you're going to be, airlifted out of the situation and realize, okay, I just got rewarded because I was going to actually do it. God knows your heart. The divine knows your heart. The universe knows your heart. You guys are very brave. And you never needed their wings to fly. These people try to make you feel like, oh, if you're going to fly, that's going to be really hard. And you're like, oh my gosh, why? And they're like, well, you're going to have to bow down and kiss the ring. And then I'm going to have to go get these wings for you. I'm going to have to special order them. And they're going to be really expensive. And you're like, oh my gosh, it sounds like a lot of crap. Well, it was a whole load of you know what. So you decided, I don't need their wings or their permission or their validation. I don't care. I'm going to sing anyways. I'm going to speak anyways. I'm going to fly anyways. I'm going to do what I want. Now, all of this week and all of this month, you're going to be seeing people going through their own stuff. They're going to be scared of their own shadow. I'm going to say that again. These people are going to be doing a lot of projecting because they are, in fact, scared of their own shadow. But guess what, bestie? That ain't your problem. You're not kissing no rings. You're not bowing down to nobody. You're going to do what you want, and you shut it down. That's my bestie. That's my best friend shutting it down. You're like, you better talk to me nice. You better not talk to me crazy. Because I am not the one. I am not the one. They're like, oh my gosh, you're the worst. You're like, I'll be the villain in your story. Sweetie, honey, boo-boo. I will be the villain in your story. Because I rewrite this shit, not you. Okay? And that's facts, no what? Yeah, that's facts, no print. Control freaks, literally. You guys have dealt with people that have tried to control you. Make you feel trapped, and you've missed opportunities for not feeling strong enough to leave certain circumstances or situations. And these people, when you unplugged your light and you disengaged, they boom got a reality check. They thought they were the mighty powerful Oz. They're like, oh my gosh, all these people like me because they were disillusioned because you liked them at one point. I'm going to say that again. They were a little delulu because you liked them. So then they thought, everybody likes me. Oh my gosh, I'm so amazing. Not realizing they ain't shit, especially without you. Okay? Because they were fake, they were fraudulent, they were possessive, they were greedy, they were corrupt. And every sense of the word. So now that your cutoff game is like this and like that and like this and okay, you got all this time to go get your 10 of cups, secure the bag, smell the roses. Did you ever think, bestie, about all the extra time that you be having nowadays? You got some extra time because You are not being drained, and you are not being siphoned from those that thought they were breaking ground and getting your light. There's like this calm. There's all this chaos swirling around you, and you're like, I don't know how I had all this time. It feels like there's more hours in the day. Have you guys been realizing that? You check the time and you're like, oh my gosh, I still have all of this time. So you're like in chill mode. Not autopilot, but you're just relaxing. Mind, body, and soul. Like, oh, if I got time for that, I got time for that. If I don't got time for that, I don't got time for that. You feel like, I'm going to be just fine. I'm going to be just fine. Because now that you've been cutting all of these cords that tried to, stay tethered to you, that now you've got a lot of time. That is not for no reason. Sometimes we don't realize how our energy or how our time is being siphoned. These people make time disappear, and your time is highly valuable. Your time is highly sought after. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Your time is valuable and it's highly sought after. And now that you're not just giving it to just any old body, you're realizing that you have all this time for you, yourself, and you, yourself, and yours. Your priorities are also shifting. You are spending a lot of time with taking care of your body, doing more soul searching, doing more shadow work, journaling more, taking your time being a creative and looking at your creative outlets, different hobbies, different extracurricular activities. And you are no longer defensive. You have taken the time to heal. You are maneuvering differently, so now you feel like there's more time for adventure. There's more time for opportunity. There's more time for prosperity. There's more time for success. And these people that you disengaged from, they're in disbelief. Because they did not want you doing a whole shebang. They did not want you doing all kinds of like high vibrational things without their say-so. They're like, you forgot about them. You forgot about them. What do I tell you guys? I don't think about you at all. You forgot about them. And they have been trying to monitor you. But you were so in your power and so in your strength. And you shut it down to where they're peeping what you're doing. And they're just in utter disbelief. They're straight discombobulated. Head not on their body. They're like, how are they shining even brighter? They didn't even know it was possible. They didn't even know it was possible. You have learned from your mistakes. You have learned from other people's mistakes. And you're ready for life to be more playful. Yeah, Alexis, riddle me, huh? Like, you forgot about them. Oh my gosh, you guys. Clean house. You forgot about them. You're like, whistle while I work. Do. They're like, hello, do they not see me? You're like in this snow globe. I love this analogy. You guys are like in this, you can't see it, but you guys are like in this snow globe. And they're like knocking on it like, hello, I'm going through rock bottom over here. Are you going to come pull me up out of here? You're like, can't hear nothing. Can't hear nothing. If it's dust, grime, you're not. Okay? You've gone through enough rock bottoms to know. You've gone through enough rock bottoms to know. Who feels like this is their message and their spark is back? You know when you feel like your mojo's gone, hopped up out the bed, turned my swag on, took a look in the mirror, said, what's up? Yeah, I get money. Oh, I'm back again. Okay, they all thought you weren't coming back. but you recovered quickly. Affirm it below. I recovered quickly. I'm back again. I'm back again. The spark is back. Guess who's back? Back again. Okay, Shady's back. Tell your friends. You guys might like Eminem a lot. Or the song Without Me. I channeled that song earlier. Yeah. The real Slim Shady. I love it. I love it. So as you guys are getting your spark back, you're coming out of this isolation, you're coming out of certain despair, you have recovered quickly. And as you've recovered quickly, you're like, I can rewrite the story. I can rewrite the narrative. I can manifest anything. Maybe you felt like your spark was dimmed. You felt like they were going to smother it. And these people really thought that they were breaking ground, that they were making headway with taking your light and your destiny. Okay? And now they're looking at you like, aren't you going to rescue me? Your moral compass says that you should come in and save me, that you should turn cheeks and forgive me and just come back into my life. And it's a no. It's a no. It is a no. Like, look at them trying to peep what you're doing. Here, don't go chasing waterfalls. They're trying to peep all the way from over here what you got going on. It's like that Weezer song, On an Island in the Sun. You're just in your own world. But here comes the unexpected visitors. They're like, excuse me, remember me? You're like, riddle me what? Who are you? Like, who are you? But really, people really want the details of what's going on in your life. This is a really pretty card. I've never gotten this card for you guys, though it is a newer deck. They really want the details of what's going on, and you are currently rewriting the details, being very private, being very protective of what you've got going on, so you know that there's all types of unexpected visitors wanting to come in and monitor what is going on. All of your details are shifting, slow and steady. Slowly but surely, you are changing all of the details. So even if they took notes in the last chapter or the last season, they still won't be able to keep up. They still will not be able to keep up. You guys are coming home to yourself. I'm hearing that song, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. This balancing act is over. And it's crazy because you're now realizing that you hold the scale. I'm hearing a street bike, so confirmation. You are holding the scale. You understand both sides of the spectrum. You guys could be seeing 444 or 1111. You are getting very clear and deliberate about your intention. Confirmation again. You are getting very clear about your intention. If you want to have a lucky scrunchie, a lucky day, whatever you set intention for, if it's your lucky cereal, if it's your lucky spoon, you create your own luck. You are a magician. You are the GOAT. You are the real MVP. And they know it. And they know it. Okay, so you guys are being vindicated. There's a lot of justice unfolding. There's a lot of people that they're like, oh my gosh, why am I dealing with this? So they're trying to peep what you're doing, and you're like, you should just really, get your karma sorted out, get your justice sorted out. You should really just stay on your side of the street. You are quick to cut a dusty off, so you will not let them get comfortable. Okay, you see that frown? They're like, oh my gosh, I'm so mad. People are acting real weird. Real weird. But that's not your problem. You guys are tapping into your 10 of Cups. Even if you came from a broken home, even if you came from a super religious background, you are practicing this emotional fulfillment. You are practicing standing up for yourself, being more assertive. You are practicing being more adventurous. You've got new ambitions. You are feeling light as a feather. And people are mad disappointed. They're in their feelings. They're in their cups about what you've got going on. I mean, they're being very destructive. And you're being fast-tracked to your Wheel of Fortune. Supernova, thank you for your donation. You are being fast-tracked to your Wheel of Fortune. You are being fast-tracked to your Wheel of Fortune. And I tell you guys all the time, every time you cut people off, and there's like a new rhythm to how you cut people off, and it's giving you the upper hand. It's giving you the advantage to not feel bad about, you got to do what you got to do. Okay, you got to do what you got to do. 369, damn, she fine. Hope she can suck it to me one more time. To the window, to the wall. I'd be forgetting the words. Okay. Let me grab this. Anything not of the light or divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. And thank you, spirit guides. Okay. You're welcome, Sham. Mahalo. Okay. I love that. I love when I see people speaking Hawaiian in the chat. So if you guys are new here, mahalo means thank you. I've been settling in since September 16th and everything is going great. Thank you, BFE. Yes, Simmons. Hi, Simmons. I hope you're doing well. Get low. To the wind. It reminds me of that movie with Sandra Bullock. She's in the woods. She's like chanting and like, oh yeah, I can do this. And that's the song that she starts singing. You moved from Wisconsin to Vegas. Oh, I saw that demolition that they did with, what was it? I think the Tropicana. Hi, Olivia. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Simmons. Thank you guys that are in here that are members. Okay. I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner. Okay. So we're tapping into a quick love message. For those of you here, we got 707 in the chat. Yes, the proposal. Thank you, Olivia. Somebody here could also be a life path 8. But you guys are feeling conflicted. You could be really in love with someone. I'm just going to make this a general love message, okay? So whatever I get, I get. And if it's yours, it's yours. You guys are feeling conflicted there's something inspiring you in the love department, and you were feeling conflicted, like, am I even good enough for this person? Like, because there's different changes that you guys have gone through. And so now you're wondering, like, am I like, you're questioning if you have what it takes to be this person's partner, like really be what they expect. And so you're going through a lot of growth with what you feel a partner should be and how you should be for your partner. I hope that makes sense. Okay, what other messages do we have for love? I've been learning about twin flames and it feels right to me. Some of you guys have been learning about soulmates and what feels right to you. And so you're very aware of like what doesn't feel right. Okay, again, energy does not lie. The energy does not lie. If you feel confident with this person, if you feel like you can be silly and crazy and just weird and witty and just your normal self. Okay? Then you should be, I don't know, you should just be comfortable with that person. But somebody here is worried about this person being a false twin flame, or this person being like a serial dater, or not being serious, or lying about what they want. And Spirit wants to warn you that if that is you, and you know this person isn't your person, but you're really wanting them to be, that you are falling back into old patterns. Okay, Spirit is saying someone here is falling back into old patterns but can't see it in regards to love. So you guys are looking in the mirror like, what am I not seeing? Why can't they be the one? Why can't they be the person? And I tell you guys all the time that when you walk away from somebody, they could have been amazing, but they just weren't for you. Okay, they could have been amazing, but they're just not for you. Then what you do is you cut this person off, okay, or you remove them, you cut the cord. You surrender to whatever could be for your highest good. Because if that person was okay, or if they were pretty good, or if they were decent, imagine what's coming in for you next. An absolute upgrade. Okay? I need you to trust me and believe I am working toward union with you. Somebody really wants you to believe their bullshit. I don't know who that is for. You guys are dealing with somebody. They be believing their own shit. They be believing their own own lies. And they're like, I need you to believe me. I need you to, but like, they're not even convincing. Because they're energetically, they're already lying. This person's like, trust me. I'm gonna commit. Trust me. I'm really gonna be the one for you. I'm gonna be the man that you need. I'm gonna be the woman that you need. And they're full of it. Because you don't feel it. I feel like there shouldn't be as much trying. There should be more doing. Okay, there shouldn't be like, oh, I'm trying to be in union with you. I'm trying. What? Okay. I'm going to pull out a different deck. Let's see. Thank you, Catherine, for your donation. Let's pull out the dirt. Let's pull out the grime. Let's pull out the deck that does not lie. I think that rhymed. Okay. This deck scares me. But here we go. Anything not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. And thank you, spirit guides. Okay, let's see what's going on. Anything else for love? Haunting. Somebody's trying to pop back in. Okay, somebody's trying to pop back in without any warning or explanation. Lazy attempts at reconnection. This is confirmation. I just tried to pull out a different deck. This is confirmation that this person, they probably have ghosted you, they've disconnected, they're like, oh, I'm trying, but some of the things that you're doing are really off-putting, but I'm trying to be with you. Or they like blame you, they scapegoat you, okay? So whoever needs this message, you guys have somebody that comes and goes and pops back in and out, and they're lazy. They are lazy. I'm telling you, like they're trying to be in union with you. They're trying. Thank you, Race, for your donation. I cannot. So if you guys are dealing with a player, if you guys are dealing with somebody that, like, I'm sensing somebody here is getting bored. You are getting bored with this person's agenda. And it's going to cause you to not be yourself if you hang on to that. Anything else for love? Someone wants a separation or divorce from a significant other, demanding certain changes or dissolution of partnership. Okay, so some of you guys, if this was your message, you're looking at a partner like, I think I want a separation. I feel strongly that it's you guys, but it could be the other person. You're wanting to separate. You're not seeing where it can go. And that could have been where you're looking at, I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner. Or you are conflicted about whether they have what it takes to be your partner. Okay. This person maybe brought you the Three of Swords. Thank you guys for your donations. This person could have brought you the Three of Swords, or they're always comparing you, or they're always trying to bring their ex into the fold. Like, oh, well, Susie wouldn't have done it that way. Susie wouldn't break up with me. Susie wouldn't serve me with divorce papers. Like, riddle me what? Huh? Okay. Infidelity. Thank you. Three of Swords. Somebody was engaging in frequent physical affairs. They could have been saying it was an emotional affair. Oh, I was just on Tinder talking to them. What? You guys already know. They care about satisfying their own cravings. And maybe this is something that you guys learned from a religious background of a certain party or certain sex gets to be put up and they don't deal with any repercussions. They don't deal with being scapegoated and it's all your fault or your problem. And this person has lied to you about their whereabouts. It has embarrassed you in some way. And so you are surrendering to the fact that there has to be a better way. There just has to. Okay? This person was trying to act like, oh, I'm just emotionally cheating, which to you, this might even be worse. Maybe you would have rather this person just slept with somebody, or I don't know. I'm also getting this energy of a one-upping. Some of you guys could be with someone and they're very attractive. They attract a lot of Dusties, a lot of opportunists, a lot of Beckys. And this woman or man could be trying to get your attention by getting your person's attention. They're trying to get put up on a pedestal or moved up on the list of priorities to try to get your attention, to try to make you feel bad. Like, hey, I have their attention at work, or I have, like, do you know what I mean? So that could be something that you guys are dealing with right now. I don't think this person knows how crazy you are, but they should really knock that ish off. Okay. They're trying to tempt you, and they're the ones that will pay a very high price. A very high price. Yes, Fox, and emotional cheating is a game changer because what? That's not like wham, bam, thank you, goodbye. That is a whole different situation. That is a whole different can of worms. Let's get back to the collective message. So whoever needed those messages, I hope that they find you well. I hope that they give you the confirmation that you need. Yeah. If you guys are on Patreon, your guys' next message is going to be the blunt as bleep things that you need to hear right now. Okay? It's going to be blunt, unfiltered, and ad-free. Link is in the description box. Okay. Anything else for the collective? Oh my gosh, you guys. 6 of Wands. What? Yes. You are the real MVP. Will the real MVP please stand up? Okay. Will the real MVP please stand up? You know what? I'm also getting that there's a lot of jealousy around. It's almost like if you have a person and they brag about you, it's causing a disturbance at their job. Somebody here needs to hear that. Your person bragging about you in the workplace, just like, oh my gosh, I love them so much. They're the best. Oh my gosh, look at their picture. It is causing a disturbance, okay? You've not only disrupted those that wanted to switch and harvest and take your destiny, you are causing a disturbance at your loved one's job. Okay. Yes, Star. I will have that posted soon for you guys. I'm so excited. So excited. Okay. Anything else for the collective? I feel like some of you guys are going to be meeting someone. They could be an air sign. If you guys are single, you guys could be meeting someone. Or there's someone that thinks very highly of you. Okay, there's somebody that thinks very highly of you. They're very assertive. They're very magnetic and powerful. And they speak highly of you. But I feel like for you, it's hard for you to read this person. Okay, we have the 3 of Pentacles. Be prepared for more things to go the way that they're supposed to. You are being fast-tracked to things unfolding smoothly, bestie. Okay? You are being fast-tracked to things finally unfolding smoothly for you. Where you will feel like you have the right people around you, the right support system, instead of feeling, like things are rotting or unfolding terribly because of, people that you were once inspired by that really thought that they could one-up you in every sense of the word. Very sad. Okay. We have divine lineage. Some of you guys are going to be realizing that you are of high honor. Okay? You guys are going to be realizing that you are of high honor. I feel like certain people that you're going to be meeting, you're going to be building relationships and trust. And just as like you guys are hard to read when you're first meeting people, these people are kind of the same. They are hard to read until trust is built. They're not just going to fall into your arms and feel vulnerable. They're not like that, just like you guys are not like that. When people are nice and praising and all this BS, they are quick to be like, wait, what is that? You guys are the same. So remember that instead of like getting upset, like, why can't I read this person? Because they maneuver the same as you. And if they are in soulmate energy, or if they are in fact a twin flame, then they are going to mirror that back to you like they don't trust. And it will also help you understand them better. Does that make sense? Like, you might get upset like, I can't figure them out. Like, what's going on? But at the same time, like, you're kind of the same. So you can look at it that way. Like, oh, well, if it was me, I kind of wouldn't be trusting it either. And that's going to take time, and that's okay. Good things take time. There should not be a rush. Okay? There should not be a rush. And that's something you are really stepping into right now, is stepping into your power of, you know what? If something's good, there's not going to be like a timestamp on it. There's not going to be a rush. And that's what devil energy really wants you to believe, that there should be a rush. Like, it should just be like wham, bam, and done and wrapped in a bow. But you're also very strategic and methodical right now. And while you're empowering yourself, you have a lot more free time. So really take your time, because there's a couple people being drawn towards you, and they might not be as easy to read at first, but pay attention to their actions. If they're not always saying what you need to hear, pay attention to their actions. Or if you do not trust words of affirmation because of things that have happened to you in the past, then again, pay attention to their actions of things that they're doing. Okay, maybe it's hard for you to affirm different words of encouragement or words of love. So they're looking at how you vibrate or what your frequency is or how you maneuver, what actions you guys take. Okay. We have secrets revealed. There are a lot of things coming to light. So you guys remember that you have earned all of your stars and your stripes. As people try to undermine you, they try to diminish it. They try to tell you who you are when they are not familiar or they are not acquainted with you. Hold on, guys. And appreciate the fact that you guys are being given certain knowledge. Okay, you got a lot of monitoring spirits again. These people thought that they were going to be able to break ground by getting to you or trying to turn you around, trying to make you confused, trying to make you combative, and they could never. They could never, because you don't think about them at all. You don't think about them at all. So be prepared for things to be revealed about those that thought they could try you. Be prepared for things to be revealed about those that thought they could. It's a no, it's a never. It is a no, it is a never. These people are in outer darkness and they're trying to like drag you into their dark night of the soul. They're like, how dare you shine bright? It's like, think about it. If you were sitting in the dark for a really long time and then you go out and you see this light, you're like, what the frick? Your eyes have to adjust. These people do not deserve your encouragement or support or love or light. And so keep praying or affirming to repel this type of energy, to repel monitoring spirits, to repel these demonic entities. Okay? We repel them in the name of Jesus. Amen. Anything demonic, we repel in the name of Jesus. Amen. Like, you're not gonna, these people are mad, like, you should come sit in the darkness with me. You're like, why would I do that? I've been in my own darkness my whole life, and I don't need to go sit in your mess too. Okay? You do not need to sit in their mess too. You guys are also feeling, confirmation, very magnetic and very powerful by the way you are able to communicate with the divine, able to communicate with the universe, whatever your beliefs are, your spiritual beliefs, you are feeling more empowered by that source. Okay? Whoever that is to you, whether it's God, Jesus, the divine, you guys are feeling more empowered because, again, when you cut all these cords, you have more time to connect to your higher power. You have more time to connect to your higher self. You have more time to do what? You, yourself, and you. Okay? You guys have more time to do you, yourself, and you. You're paying attention to your intuition. You can move more slowly. You're not rushing around. You're not zipping around for nobody. Nobody. Truth. Uncovering truth and secrets. You guys just know that when you're dealing with these people that they don't want you to do better than them, just know that they will always tell on themselves. Okay, say you've already walked away from some people and then now there's just like people that you don't really F's with. They will always tell on themselves, so you know how to move accordingly. They will always tell on themselves. They cannot hold the mask up for long. So be grateful for that, because you don't have much to assess. Okay, be grateful for that because you don't have much to assess. Okay. I'm seeing that you guys have manifestations coming in. You are in a state of gratitude. And there's an opportunity coming towards you. I feel like what you're going to be assessing is something that's being revealed to you, and I feel like that's an opportunity. Someone here could also be a life path 6 or life path 9. Yeah. All right, guys, let me know in the comments what angel numbers you guys are seeing right now. I got 10, 10, 12, 12, and 4, 4, 4. And then for some of you guys, 1, 1, 1. I love you guys. Thank you guys for your donations. Thank you guys for all of your love and support. I just appreciate you guys so much. I am so excited for the replay. And yeah, let me know in the spiritual assignment will be what new series have you guys started watching? Are you guys watching it on a streaming services? That will be for the comments down below when the live stream ends. If you guys are looking for blunt ad-free content, link is in the description box. Everything that goes on Patreon is exclusive to Patreon. Patreon gets to vote for their content, and it is the best deal of only $11.11 US dollars monthly. I might change that price in the future, but you guys can definitely check it out while it's cheaper. Okay. And you guys get 4 messages a month that are ad-free. Again, exclusive to Patreon. So we just did channeled writing, specific messages for Patreon. And now up next, what you guys voted for is blunt AF messages that you need to hear at this time. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to smash the you-know-what, hit the bell, duh. I look forward to reading your messages. Affirm what you want because you're standing on business. You shut it down. And now you are about to be applauded. You are standing on your throne, unapologetic. People are like, oh my gosh, they're on their high horse again. No, this is my throne. You put your demands on the table, and now you are the table. You are the whole enchilada, okay? And then also in the comments, let me know if any of the love messages helped you, okay? Because sometimes I forget to do them because I try not to focus on love too much, and I try to do more of that on Patreon. But let me know if those messages are in fact helping you. I always appreciate the feedback, especially when it's constructive. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye, Simmons. Bye, Cynthia. Bye, Dina. Bye, Queen. Bye, Vox. Bye, Catherine. Bye, guys. Did I say bye, Olivia? I don't know. Bye, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodles.